Hey everybody, Trey Small here. This is Digital Film Reel, and I just got back from seeing Morbius. Morbius, the movie where Jared Leto somehow turns himself into a vampire. The movie, I think, was supposed to release like 2 years ago. It finished filming like 3, and it's just been being pushed back like every couple months. It's just been pushed back further and further and further away. There was a big pandemic and stuff, so that's understandable, but it's still like, it's been so long since we, first heard about this movie, and it's finally here, and wow, it's a whole lot of not something. This movie really, it has the makings of a good movie. Not necessarily a great one, but a good movie. But unfortunately, it just doesn't seem to, hit any of the categories that would, constitute it to get an actual good movie. It's just a whole lot of almost every single scene in this movie felt like it was supposed to give the viewer just a quick bit of information and then move on as fast as possible. Not that everything was exposition, more like everything that was supposed to happen in every scene was supposed to happen within a certain time frame, like to make the scene as short as possible. The movie was definitely, it at least felt like it was written to be under 2 hours, like as brief of a movie as you could possibly get it, and that's what this movie felt like it was supposed to be. It may have been a result of like editing and how they structured it together in the last 3 years, but I feel like it was more written to be like that. I feel like Sony requested make every single scene as brief as possible. I feel like they did that, and I think it was a huge detriment to the movie. Like, the movie, it really has the beginnings of a really good idea. Like, it's got a lot of things in it that I think could work really, really well, but it just doesn't, it just doesn't execute well on any of the points that it could have been. It had great concepts, it had creepy atmosphere, and the cast in it they're all really good actors. It just doesn't seem to explore any of the options with the tools that it has in those categories. Like, it feels like it could be a really cool action horror movie, but the action in it is really CGI heavy and really hard to understand what's happening because it's a bunch of just movement and noise going right into your eyes, and it's just hard to follow, and it doesn't, it's just not very interesting to watch. And the horror aspect of it feels like it's trying to be little family friendly. Like, it feels like it could be really scary, but it just doesn't push itself enough in those categories. So where it's trying to balance the action and horror and superhero aspects of all these things, it just ends up falling flat in all 3 of those categories. The story is structured in a way to push the viewers through every scene so fast that you don't really feel much of a connection or much emotion or explanation for the characters and their motivations and stuff. It's all pretty much just, here's their basic stuff. Now you figure out the rest as you go through each snippet of a scene that you get for each person. And not to mention a completely plot hole ridden and confusing post-credit scene that I'm not even going to get into right now because I can't even wrap my head around it. It makes absolutely no sense and it's completely bonkers, and I think that would probably require a longer video or somebody to sit down and explain it to me from Sony, because I don't understand. This movie feels just like a whole lot of trying and just unfortunately not succeeding. I enjoyed the movie for what it was, but I feel like it just stretched itself too thin in trying to be too many things in one, that it fell flat in all categories and just became just a lackluster movie. So I give Morbius a 5.5 out of 10 for just being a movie. Well, if you guys enjoyed this review of Morbius, you guys can, subscribe, click that notification bell so that way YouTube will notify you guys every single time my videos go live. Click that like button, comment down below what you guys thought of Morbius, if you guys even watched it, and yeah, you guys can follow me on Instagram. You guys can check out the Digital Film Reel podcast. We're going to be airing on Saturdays during Moon Knight. Moon Knight's out now. We're going to be watching every single episode and reviewing it. So you guys can join us on Saturday nights at 6:30 p.m. And you guys have a great day, and au revoir.